Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. It's me, it's Raine, here with my good friend TJ.
Hello, hello!
And we're on the YouTube channel that I got as a sort of badge of honor when I fought in the war against porn on Tumblr, except I was fighting on the Tumblr side, because porn is cool, and that's my official stance. You can quote me on that one. Last time, we got into this lorry after talking to a lot of other people, and now Kim has a word.
We also wrapped up a bunch of other side quests.
We really did.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
I am now hidden. No one will be able to see me.
Yes.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
I'd say.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info.
Indeed.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
Interesting. So it turns out this is connected to the Union. This is connected to the Union. I'm assuming that's just a typo.
I think so. There haven't been many of
turns
those.
out- So it turns out this is connected to the Union.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Meaning, someone as slippery as Everard won't be caught by a couple of cops and some stuff they found in some cabin.
Yeah. What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Maybe the trader is some sort of cinephile. A lot of women there.
Yes, well,
Will the RCM open an investigation into this?
we should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we're done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Yeah, that does sound like corruption.
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
All right. Debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
All right. It's
You're going to go to
Joyce.
Well, actually, about that, you're going to Joyce or the Hardy Boys first?
We'll go
Probably.
to Joyce. I mean, no matter what happens, we're gonna have to return to the whirling.
Yeah. Especially if you want to try and find that key.
And Joyce said that she might have info on the lynching. That's the reason we did this for her. So that might give us an extra edge over the Hardy Boys.
I will tell you, I know where the key is. I'm not going to tell you where it is unless you ask me.
Okay. Is it somewhere that's like kind of reasonable for me to be able to find?
It's fairly reasonable.
Okay.
I can tell you, at a minimum, it is a key to the whirling, so it's not like going to be on the other side of the map or anything. That's your
I
hint.
see.
You can access the key now
You're back.
if you want
Good.
to.
What can I help you with?
Okay. I don't know where that would be. I spoke with the lorryman?
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have
There you
sent
go.
word to that effect. What have you discovered?
We've discovered enough to conclude for now.
Yes. And will you start an official investigation?
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Right, it was the lynching and the strike being connected that she has info on.
Mm-hmm.
What was that about, a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
So if you remember, the guy who got lynched was a mercenary hired by Wild
Since you are
Pines.
sharing, man, this is
Yeah.
also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Tell me again, how are the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. Did not appreciate the humor.
You need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually
course.
assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
But that...
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Jesus.
It's not good. This is not disco.
You've made a mess here.
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before Crenell indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debarder have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, when
As
she
I
said
said,
bloodbath, she wasn't
A
joking.
bloodbath.
Yeah. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia.
Okay.
All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eendracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes, all the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminoese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay. Anything else you got on him?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
You contact the company? Tell them to call it off.
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
You said the deceased assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, we
Where
have.
did it take place?
To be fair,
And
the
when?
Hardy Boys refused to tell us any more about it.
That's We definitely have heard about this, though.
Yes.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too.
Can
And to
you
be fair-
tell where the Whirling in Rags is? That's where the murder is in the backyard of that place.
Yeah.
We know where that is.
We also know that the Hardy Boys didn't use the word sexual assault. They used the word rape.
Yeah.
Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
This colonel, the one who was hanged. Did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
His name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face. then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Odanese, or Minion, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own.
And that seems to corroborate the ethnicity we gave.
Like
Yeah.
a crossword puzzle solver, or a master at the guessing game, Peng.
Where are the remaining 2 mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Alright. Where are these mercenaries?
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
I don't like that says logic medium and I didn't put that together.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the Harmer gates. The scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a shortwave at the ship's wheel.
The translation is all of that is that if you want to talk to them, you talk to the scab leader and only the scab leader because the other one isn't really a character.
Yeah. I had another question for you.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Please. That's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Now can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence. She wears fingerless gloves. Her fingernails are cut short and fractured, like those of a working woman.
It was taken with the Triget not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Let's look at her expression.
Yeah.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Port cities, on the oceans. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Delorian century. As early as 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
Interesting.
What did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, not their meaning.
You could tell me more.
His platoon members? The other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
I'm gonna mark it down.
Do what you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security, but if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
Alright, that's it. Thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Bye.
Now I think you have a certain Titus Hardy to go confront.
I really do.
Yeah, so I think you got a couple of points there.
I do, yeah.
I would
Look
probably
at
put
that.
one into authority.
Yeah. Where?
It's in
There
Psyche.
it is. Wow.
Yeah. There you go. 'Cause now you have numerous things to talk to Titus about.
And we're sprinting right over to talk to him about them.
This may be the most progress we've made in several episodes.
For real.
Like, we went from blazing through this game at the speed of light to we slowed way down for like 5 episodes since
And now
day
we're
2
speeding
started.
through again.
Yeah. But part of what I like about this game, like the pacing of it, it all depends on, you know, what you find and all that. It's like, it could be a really slow, methodical, or it's just like bam, bam, bam as you find things. It's great.
What is my perfect talking outfit?
Probably not the insane mesh top.
Here we go. I don't think I need conceptualization for this.
Alright. I think you're good.
Alright. What is up, Mr.
Looks
Hardy?
like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Okay.
Retraction of the bullet.
That's better.
And it's better. You have other things to talk about first.
Yeah.
What do you want to go for first? The merc or drugs?
I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you.
Yeah, by friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal. and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see. Aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit. I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Do you know Uncle Sarai's giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees. They're the hornet.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit a day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
That helped a lot.
Drug time.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
I'd love to, Kim.
Yeah.
The thought forms in your head, like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
No, do the honor. You've earned it. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, so I'm gonna give it to Kim.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That phrasing makes a lot more sense.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who f***ing who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Little shit. That's Kuno in the yard.
Whatever
Yeah.
you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy. The one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
I think you're starting to get under his skin.
Here we go. Back to the usual.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of footprints.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Let's see what your authority is like now.
Whoa. All right, let's establish authority.
Do it.
This time
God
it's
damn
going to
it.
work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
It's time for the gun.
I'm just gonna do this again and fail
And
again.
what exact all the while?
Fascia. That's short for fat.
Oh, oops.
Of course you have.
Callie said they've been trying to set up a raid. Sure they're...
Get the
What happened?
What's going on? Are you racist?
You
And now I'm just gonna put another point into
I
authority
was
and
about
try
to
to...
say, you could just pop another point in there and go for it.
I'm gonna save first.
Alright.
Click, clack.
There you
Oh,
go.
whoops. Oh no, it did save. Okay.
Yeah.
It's you again. What is it?
Come on, walk on over.
'Cause I think
I've
this is
got
as good as it's
authority
gonna
to-
get.
58. If I miss this, I might just load a save.
Fair enough.
You have so many
Okay.
bad options ruled out.
No, I'm not taking double ones twice in a row. Fuck you, game. It's a scam.
The first intentional reload.
You are not gonna look me in the face and
It's
roll
you
double
again.
ones twice.
What is it?
I put 2 points into authority, and that's how this game treats me. Oh, I forgot to... Hold on.
Put your
I
second
forgot
point
to
in.
put the... Yeah.
Watch him go back and sit down.
Click
It's
on it,
you
watch him
again.
stand up and walk over.
What is it?
Get him.
Okay. We got this. RNG. Get it?
As you look
Yeah.
around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops. Drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No. I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you guys.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Claudia. I'm
There
on
it
G.
is.
She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amon G with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
It's 3.
From things you did at the very beginning of the game.
How would I have fucking known?
All of your actions have consequences.
Yeah, cool.
You inexplicably
Fucker.
act cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweats.
damn
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Actually, we should probably talk to him about the details so that when we talk to her, we have more info.
Yeah.
Again? Seriously, man. Fine. Fire away.
What's your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied. Cool. That's cool. But what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright.
There you go.
And it looks like we have a new person to talk to. Kim is the person we have to
Officer,
talk to.
what was that?
You mean the sweating and the fidgeting when he mentioned her name?
Yes.
And the sort of quivering jello thing with the eye?
Yes.
I think I know that woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Thank you, Rhetoric.
I think that's a fairly obvious one.
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out. That I partied hard and not very mental healthily.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things. From her room. It's the one next to yours.
Anything else?
I saw it was highlighted and I instinctively moved up towards it. Nothing, let's move on.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Alright.
I think we'll try not to mess it up next time.
We sure will. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. And see ya.
Bye-bye.